What up? Scott here at Jodical. We're doing writing this week. The writing topic pod is our focus. I'm going to break a couple videos down here, but this one I just want to give an overview. Come a long way with our writing community and building a relationship with a lot of you out there, and just having interactions and developing the overall experience that we're trying to create with the writing topic pod. Jodical has like 960 topics. We really foundationally built on writing as one of the core ones. Even though we focus in on education, STEM, we really want to make educators and experts rock stars. But in the process, we also want to build a community of content creators that are passionate about what they do. So that's where the independent writing spirit comes into things, and it's just really exciting to be involved in reading some of these books and going through and meeting and having conversations with some of you. And I hope to have more as we go. It's really helped evolve how we've presented the topic pod and broken it down. So just kind of give you an example of topic pod. When you come to Jodical itself, it's really educational, focused to give an empowerment to educators to go beyond what they're told to teach and share a deeper knowledge and really kind of eventually monetize on it. That's a whole different thing. There's a bigger picture going on with what we're trying to accomplish with Jodical. At the end of the day, it's about jots, and jotting is really these simple tools that allow us to show. Oops, I just passed it. If you're on the topic pod, if you look, these are all the writing jots that we have, and we'd like to have more. Whether it's writing communications or the 5 C's of effective written communication, copywriting, fact checking, just anything. We really want to provide a wealth of information about very specific areas of a topic. So you can have 10 different views on, probably 200 views on grammar. Well, we really want to break them all down from different perspectives, the potato of it all. So that's really the foundational part of the topic pod, is to provide those breakdowns and allow people who are actively engaged in the writing community to share their viewpoint and to educate, to enlighten, and to give examples. And those are what jots are for. So when you go in, and that's one side of it. The other side is we want to feature independent artists or independent writers. That's a core of what we really want to focus on. Not people who are published to mainstream publishing houses, whatever else. It's really a community-driven environment for people that are passionate, but maybe haven't gotten there yet, or have gotten there independently, and want to share their journey on how they got there and share their work as well. So we have sections where you can post your book. It's called the Writer's Jot. I'm going to post a different video on what the Writer's Jot is, but if you do look at the Topic Pod homepage, which you can get to by just searching writing, and there you are. That is, did we really have a topic pod called writing music? I guess that's, yeah. That was a section. That was a jot. No, it's a pod. Sorry. Squirrel. The Writer's Jot is where we have a breakdown of all the different types of writing that we cover. And if you have a suggestion, email me, info@jodical.com, and we'll add it. We want to evolve this. Email me about anything. You critique it. Really want to get your insight and allow us to really represent the independent writing spirit and community. So these are different jots. There's sometimes I'll review a book, and then we always provide an external link to the person's site, give them as much exposure. Now, if you're posting this, not only can you do this within your jot, you can send people to all your Goodreads or your Amazons and whatnot, where to read, Medium, whatever. But as a user of the site, you can pretty much highlight. It's kind of like a mini link tree up here. You can add these different things in your profile to guide people to your storefront or your Pinterest, your Twitter, whatever, and you earn some badges along the way and all that stuff. But it's just another way for you to promote your work, promote who you are, get out there and really share that content in your book. And at the end of the day, we want people to find it, and there's plenty of platforms to share it on. This is just another one. We want to have it more of an experience for you to grow a personal insight. There's no new writing. It's not like you have to write articles for jot. When you're jotting, you're talking about your experience and how you got there. That's kind of how I look at it, and that's what the Writer's Jot is about. So if you post your own book, this is your platform to really go in depth, not limited to a 150 character twit. Anyway, back to the writer's topic pod. Go here, writing. So we also break it down to an overview. We've got some fun stuff that breaks it down to some interesting jots about writing that aren't really kind of categorized. We've got paragraphs, punctuation, revising basics, sentence structure. These are all the core stuff, grammar, whatever. Yeehaw, fun, boring stuff. And then we dive into kind of the modes where you're getting into creative writing, descriptive writing, explanatory. So these lead to the jots about what's explanatory writing. Okay, so tips on how to do this, how to choose a topic, informational content, just really kind of jots that the micro learning experiences that allow you to springboard to kind of bigger discovery. I mean, we want you to find these people who are actively engaged, but instead of a tweet, which is basically a static thought of, I just want to get visible, this is a stationary piece of information for this topic that sits here for people to find and hopefully be inspired by. And it's not, it doesn't disappear like a tweet does. So this is one of those things where you provide content. I mean, we do have some monitors in place in AI and stuff like that keeps you from going crazy. But at the end of the day, this is a great way to share what you know and how you got there. So they have organizations as well. We cover what they are, how to contact them, really break it down who they are. We have jots exactly about what they do, videos, which every once in a while it doesn't load up right. So I haven't figured that out. That was a weird one. So now you have, Publishing 101 for poets, and this all comes from the Academy of American Poets. Authors Guild, I just added one, and you can kind of get a breakdown of who they are and where their website is. So it's a real quick and easy way to sum up the writing world and everything involved in writing under one topic pod rather than jumping around. We're trying to curate and create an environment that suits the writer. So that's it for what we're doing with the writing topic pod. There's a wealth of information. We hope you participate, dive in. It's literally, you can jump right in and start adding before we turn on our subscription. It's always going to be free to view the content, but to be a writer, because there's abilities to monetize, we want to vet for a very minimal fee who's participating and providing content, just so we can really narrow in who's serious and who's being a jackhole. All right, so that said, this is a platform for experts and educators and students and content creators and hobbyists to interact, but on a more engaged level of providing content that makes you think or can open the door or can show you that little nugget of truth that might be inspiring to someone else and help them along in their journey within that topic. So thanks for sharing. If this is on YouTube, subscribe and like the video. Boop, 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 like us, share. We'll be continuing to release more content as we go. Really excited for you to work with us and growing this community. So that's all I got. Peace.